Hey YouTube, Dan Auto here, coming back to you with my team building series, and today we are looking at Altaria. And this Pokemon is, I think, one of the most interesting disappearance of a Pokemon for not no reason. So Altaria has been a beast in Great League since season 1, and back in the day there was like 5 to 10 Pokemon that ran the Great League, and Altaria is one of them. And it's really only hard loss back in the day was Azumarill because it would just get hit with the double ice weakness. And now, because the meta is registeel walrein, it's just 2 instant losses for Altaria. And because those two are usually on like top teams everywhere, Altaria is no longer on teams. But that's actually a pretty flawed reason not to build around this Pokemon. And you're going to see why just looking at its statistics here, right? So, um, beats the water spider here. Obviously, as I just mentioned, loses. And then Bastiodon, so Bastiodon, Galarian Stunfisk, registeel, walrein, right? You're not going to be able to do much against them. But like Cofagrigus, Cresselia has a Moonblast now, so that's how you lose there. But Deox, Diggersby, Drapion, Ice, Frostlass, you can't do much. Galvantula, Jellicent, Lickitungs is a close matchup. Shadow Machamp, again, Shadow Machamp, just crazy. But like Mandibuzz, Marowak, Metacham that you see everywhere, Mew, well that's Ice Punch, so Mew, Nidoqueen, um, my Ninetales just gets walled by it if you're only running Overheat Obstagoon. Like, and then your Registeel lost. There's your Skarmory. Skarmory's even somewhat close, even though it's Steel. You beat Sableye, you beat Scrafty, and here you go. Swampert, easy wins there. You beat Trevenant, which is up there. Venusaur, which everyone's trying to run now. And then obviously you get destroyed by Walrein. To the tune of a 29-18 record. And I don't know about you guys, but 29-18 is a pretty good record in my books to run. So Altaria, I think someone just put out a team with Altaria because I'm seeing them a lot more, but they had gone away a lot. Uh, but there are easy ways to just counter what you're seeing there. And so what I did here is first I ran 3 balanced teams, and it's basically one of those where you bail these types of teams, balanced teams. You just bail if you see your Galarian the things that just hard win. Galarian Stunfisk, Bastiodon. They try and catch on a Registeel, right? There's your Registeel, and this is why I've got all 3 teams with at least 1 or 2 counters to Registeel. This first team, Greedent, is not really a counter to Registeel. It can just kind of hold it up there, but Ninetales obviously counters it well. Greedent's more for the Walrein. And then like my second team you're going to see coming up, Vigoroth, Swampert, but double coverage, Flygon, Whiscash, double coverage, right? So as long as you're having sort of 1.5 coverage for the meta that you know is out there, you're going to build a strong team with Altaria. And again, all these Pokemon have play in this meta, right? Um, the Vigoroth, I can tell you right now, the Vigoroth and so there's your Walrein, right? Walrein Registeel team, you know it's out there. I've got to move for this here. We're down to the 1 shield, and now here we go. This is a decent matchup for your Greedent just because how spammy you are, and you're hitting for super effective with the fast move, but that's just go to whatever. It's just being able to absorb these earthquakes or weather balls or icicle spears or whatever. Just it's gonna take 3 icicle spears to take you out here, and you're gonna spam these body slams, right? So Greedent has safe swap here, Ninetales to cover your Registeel and stuff in the back. Bastiodon would obviously be trouble with this team, which is why the second and third teams are more for Bastiodon coverage. So this first team is more for like a Walrein Registeel coverage. Your second team is more for your like Galarian Stunfisk Bastiodon coverage, and third team's sort of the same thing. Where the second team is gonna falter a bit and grab the second shield, beast it here. What do they have left over here? Walrein, but again, so almost takes me out. Get the bold seed for the win. So there we go. Altaria Walrein. This is where you got your safe swap here. Come in here, Vigoroth, and they come with a Talonflame. And this is where the spamminess of Vigoroth, if you've never used it before, comes into play. You will be able to flip this matchup if you want to, because of just being able to shield and spam these body slams. Um, But because I grabbed the shield already, I think I'm just going to, I think I maybe actually grab a second shield here too if I time properly. Yeah, that's why I already grabbed one shield. Here's a second shield, right? So this is the power of the Spamminess safe swap Vigoroth. They decide to let it go. That's fine. Altaria will come in now. Um, I know I have an answer in the back to, could be Brave Bird. At this point, I may just go two shield Swampert, quite honestly. Okay, I'll shield it up just in case, because I don't know what's in the back. So out comes the walrein. I need to chip this, right? Because you can't really take it out with a sludge or hydro cannon. So you need to chip this. So now it is in sludge. Maybe hydro cannon range if I build up a bit more. I suppose Spear comes through, that's not enough, and now they switch into their own Swampert. I'm already at 2 Hydros, so this is looking pretty good. So there's your power safe swap. This third team, Flygon is my safe swap. I was actually back in my hometown with my factions team, and we did a monotyping uh, tournament, and I got Flying, and Flygon was one of those that I used uh, because you just have the flying and ground typing. Not Flygon. Wait, is it Flygon that has the ground typing? Yeah, I think it has a ground typing that just like enables you to like if you're running double flyers, it has like the wall to the electric and it has because it has it's ground. So throwing a bunch of ground type moves is great. So they do have Ice Punch here. That's fine. I'll stay in this matchup. Problem is if you're running a registeel now, I'm seeing Venusaur a lot. Venusaur is not a bad like you're double weak to fire. But Registeel is just so good. Like hopefully they nerf like in my video I mentioned showed yesterday. So I'll grab the second shield. Even if I go down here, that's fine. Just get a hit on energy on something. I don't know what I want to get a hit on energy on though right now. Whiz Cash, in case I need multiple med bombs. Ice Punch comes through, and that's fine. Building up a lot because I don't know what is going to come in, and it is a Mandibuzz. So this is really nice to have this Blizzard, but Blizzard you're going to see, even though it's super effective, doesn't do a lot, is a Flygon, half ground. Here we go. Much off fast move. Earthquake, Earth Power coming through, but takes it low. Gonna be able to go for the full farm down if I want. Do I need to shield? I probably, even though that would have been resisted, I still just want to build up and can't do anything. So Flygon, fun pick if you want to do that. So the next team I've got here is let's take all these off here. Is ABB style teams. So if you want to run an ABB style team, I did one poison team and one what I think is a better team is your weak to fighter. So in this matchup, what I like to do if you don't have like so you still need to draw out the fighter no matter what. What I like to do in these matchups is because Glaring Stunfisk is just so strong, I like to try and pull out the fighter a bit later. Like doing Dragon Breath chip damage and then trying to like catch on a Glaring Stunfisk is not a bad option. I think I got a couple matchups here. And with this matchup, like I'd say like 80 to 90% of the Azus, I got an Azus team building series coming later, are running usually Ice Beam. This one is not, but as you can see, still Hydro Pump still does not take you out, which is okay. This puts it low. Hopefully I can get to a Rock Slide. Okay, this is looking pretty rough right now because I'm down a shield. I'm going to come in here. May need shield the Ice Beam, and hopefully I can go for the full farm down. The good news is Bastiodon in the back has a good matchup against Sableye. I may have to throw here. Yeah, because Dragon Breath is super resisted, so hopefully I can grab a shield here or take it out. What's my switch clock at? Because maybe I can try and catch on Bastiodon. I may try and do that. Yep. Good awareness past me to try and catch this. Play rough, resisted. Sableye comes in, but again, Bastiodon, if you got an XL, it's just gonna take a lot of these foul plays to even come remotely close to taking me out, right? So doesn't do much. I'm just gonna grab the last shield. I said I don't know what's in the back, so let's just grab the last shield. Don't need to farm extra for no reason. They're shielding. Kind of what I expected. They may have something weak in the back to bastiodon too. Take a second foul play, farm down, and you're looking good. I think I got a couple of these examples for this team because this team actually worked really well for me. I think I ran on like a 4 or 5 game winning streak with this team. Because if you can just draw out a oh yeah, okay. You are not gonna like this fire and flyer combo. Goodbye. Come with me, Altaria. Gotta move. Goodbye, Azu. I'm wondering if the second example is the one where I have to. So Trevenant lead. Again, these are ones where I will just chip a bunch. It's probably a shadow ball. Like there's no point of throwing the seed bomb bait. It's just way too risky. So they get that off, and I'm like, I got a decent lead here, but I'm gonna have to try and draw out a fighter anyways. So I don't mind doing these sort of plays where I just like do that. I gotta try and maybe come on past me. You gotta try and draw out the fighter. Or is this one I don't draw out the fighter and then I do have a fighter in the back? Yeah, Metachamp, right? So I got lucky on the switch here, and this is why you need to try and draw out. So good news is I'll be able to do that. Why I switch is I expected the Ice Punch on this Pokemon. That's the only reason you come into that matchup there with your Metachamp is if you have Ice Punch on it. So I'd rather save that a bit and just because I know counters and Ice Punches are going to take a while to take me out. And like, look how much. So it's a bad matchup for Galarian Stunfisk. Not that bad, right? Against an XL Metachamp. So it doesn't even take me out. I get the move off. So one fighter's out. Rock Slide takes it out because I got some chip damage there with my Altaria. Trevin in the front. I'm probably now going to come Bastiodon. Yeah, and just farm. You can take any move that's going to come in here. And it's walrein. So glad that I cannot have my Altaria face it. So chip it here. So why this team would be rough, you don't need to use Bastion. Like, so I use Bastion because I don't have a registeel. Like, use registeel if you have one. Unless it's going to get super nerfed, but I don't think it's going to get super nerfed. Uh, Bastion is just great because it's just absolutely walls fired stuff. But like, if I have a registeel on the lead with this team, you don't really have anywhere to go, right? Because Bastion's going to get killed too. So Galarian Stunfisk, registeel core may not be as bad either. This matchup, I have the double poison team. This one I just kind of try for fun. It's same sort of thing. Like you try and pull out your Swampert weakness here. So we CMP tied. So I know that. So I may either just sacrifice the Drapion or come in right away. I'm going to come in right away because they let it go. Because now it's quick crunch range. And I'm going to far out spam you here. And if they shield, they're probably low enough that I can just go Aqua Tail. So now I'm going to I'm going to shield and just commit to the farm down because their defense is lowered. And Drapion with energy is just, it causes, especially the shadow, causes problems. So here comes the Metachamp. I've already got a crunch and a bit loaded here. So hit it with the first crunch, get the defense fall. I'm just going to go Aqua Tail here because I know they're likely to shield because they're already at half and another crunch would take them out. And can now I get to another move? I can't. So great idea. I'm going to come in here, basically sacrifice this. If they have Ice Punch, so be it. I got to have my Toxicroak try and sweep anyways. That was fast. So this is just a nice punch, which may allow me to farm. Oh, it's a Power Punch. Power Punch, Ice Punch. Interesting. Interesting combo. But now just lets me get the full farm down. Loaded with energy. What's in the back? You're going to hit me. Yeah, I'm going to hit you with a few sludges if you stayed in there. So ABB style teams work. Again, still need some coverage on your thing. And of course, the last team, always got to do a team bulk. And I'm building it around a Pokemon that I will showcase later. And that is Azu. So for those of you who've been around for a while, Azu Altaria core has been one of the OG cores of the Great League. Chip it here. I chipped it here because I don't have like a super amazing matchup with my Deox here. And I'm shielding. Was that a mistake? Why am I shielding Body Slam? Because they're so loaded. the right move is to just, maybe it's because I know the right move is just to counter down here and save multiple Psycho Boosts for the Vigoroth, or not the Vigoroth, the Shadow Vic. So I would have needed to shield one anyways, come out with almost 2.5. Bastiodon comes in. Gonna be able to chip it with a couple Thunderbolts here, which is not bad chip damage. And now this is where your Azu comes in, just being able to bubble. Again, Bastion's not going to shield any of that. But what that's going to allow me to do is come in with my Azu, not shield anything with my Azu, and just get all these bubbles off. Just take these moves. Um, what? What do they have in the front again? Oh, the Vic, which is useless against my, and maybe that's why I'm keeping this alive, knowing that they can't switch out unless they want to get hard punished here. Yeah, they're getting super hard punished here. So maybe I knew my Azu was my win condition. They let this go. Now they're just gonna, but these Dragon Breaths are not insignificant, right? Resisted or not, they gotta go for the full farm down. But resisted or not, these Dragon Breaths are doing chip damage. And now they need to shield. I don't have a move to throw at it except for the bubbles, but a bubbles plus play rough. Again, I don't think they're gonna be able to take me out from this range with one move. They're gonna need a second move. Ooh, second and a bit, and I'll get my play rough off and take that out. So you can never go wrong with a team bulk. Same sort of thing. You need to cover your Bastiodon, Galarian Stunfisk weaknesses in the back, which you can do with these two Pokemon. So that is it. That's the teams. Altarius, again, someone just posted a video on it because they're everywhere right now, which I've been running my Shadow Grandma on the lead, so it's been nice. But yeah, so Altaria lead, cover it with your back weaknesses. Can you run Altaria in the back? Yes, you can run Altaria in the back. You'd still probably need 1.5 coverages, maybe probably 2 coverages in the front. I just hate running something like Altaria in the back because like if you see the Bastion or something on the lead, you can bail it. Or walrein on the lead, you can bail it. If you get caught in the back, you're just like you're done. The game's over. You can't. There's nowhere to run, right? So that's why I like leading it. And there's certain Pokemon where a lot of people have that same strategy. It's like it's usually you're gonna see like a flyer in the lead. You usually see a couple things in the lead. You usually see a flyer in the lead, like Altaria or Skarmory, because the same thing. You don't want to get walled by Batsummer and Galarian Stunfisk. You see often a Swampert in the lead because there's only one weakness of Swampert, and that is grass. So just being able to spam the Hydro Cannons on anything that's not grass or like an Altaria, which would wall Swampert. Or you often see um, something like Defense Deox on the lead. How I mentioned it is because it was a good safe swap until Trevenant and Sableye were everywhere, and now it's just going to get so hard walled. So just being able to throw those Psycho Boosts, anything that you can like throw quick, like Nidoqueen's on lead usually, uh, Deox is on lead with the Psycho Boost, being able to throw and bail. Anything that you can like Swampert, like anything that you can like throw nukes and bail into a safe swap later is pretty good lead. Or if you have like a bulky flyer that's going to get walled elsewhere, is not a bad lead. Anyways, those are the teams. I got a few more. I'm working on one for Trevenant right now. I've done Azu. I've got a couple others coming. And then I also mentioned that I'm using some of the top performing teams on PvPoke. So I will showcase those and how to use those. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good GoFest weekend. If you're doing the Saturday event, I will be because I've bought the Global GoFest ticket. It's one of the few things I buy in this game. So we'll see how that goes. And we'll check back on I'll do a couple shorts on the weekend, and then we'll check back on Monday for 1 or 2 more videos, and then the season is over. So I'll bring you the news when it drops. I expect it probably today or soon. And that is it. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.